now time to get interactive. Get your phones, tablets, and start sending those messages because Jennifer Jane Asante is here and she's looking cute.
Oh, thank you, Aisha.
Cutie. What are you looking? You know, this Joy from Bridal Fair. I was speaking with someone and she was so amazed. She's like, wow, I didn't know it was like this. I would have been long gone. All those years they were organizing it. I never thought it's just nice. It's just this time.
What does she think we have been making noise about for the past 16 years?
The things over there, so fantastic. Yeah. She didn't even expect to see those things in Ghana. She thought she only had to go to America or London to find those things. And some of the things I saw was amazing. Very, very sweet things. Cake. Oh, I'm looking forward to some celebration.
We will show you what you missed.
Okay. I'll be waiting to see because I wasn't there myself, but I saw video, pictures, and they were lovely.
Yes, indeed. Now, it is the start of a new week, and as Aisha has said, we are still reeling off the high from the Joy FM Beauty and Bridal Fair. Things did get a little crazy. We also remember Theophilus Tego, better known as Castro, as it's been a year since he disappeared in Adam.
Go. Obi Antone Coalition. Wait. Obi Antone Coalition. Piapi Obi Antone Coalition. What else? Bode. Huh? Obi Antone Coalition. Wait. Obi Antone Coalition. Obi Antone Coalition.
There's more, but I can't wait to get started. My name is Jennifer Jane Asante, and this is Joy News Interactive. Exactly 1 year after he went missing with his lady friend Janet Bandu, Theophilus Tego, whose stage name was Castro, is still fondly remembered by his loved ones in the industry. Sound engineer JQ has been recounting how he discovered and helped shape Castro's musical talent. Now, you can tell us how you remember Castro as well as the show goes on. Let me tell you how you can do that. Look us up on all the social media platforms you can think of. I'll tell you how. On Facebook, you can look us up with the name Joy News on TV. That's facebook.com/Joy News on TV. That same name will find us on Twitter. That's twitter.com/Joy News on TV, where we tweet with the handle JN Interactive GH. You could also send us an email. It's joynewsim@multitvworld.com, or you can send us a WhatsApp message. Now, sending us a WhatsApp message is a lot easier than you think. If you send us a WhatsApp message, it will be read in real time as long as you add your name and where you're sending the message from. Send it to the number 054-010-9009. Now, I was telling you what JQ said about discovering Castro and his talent. This is what Hammer also said about him. He said that Castro was a great friend and he appealed to his family to draw closure on the search for his body and to hold a memorial for the hip life artist.
When I discovered Castro, I was living in North Kandishi, Ogo Road in Bubuashi, and I was working in Universal Studio, which was then Virtual Studio on the Graphic Road opposite MTN. There used to be a studio there. That was where I discovered Castro. You know?
Well, so what is the memory that is living with you of Castro?
To me, you know, it's a whole lot of things, but what I can say is what I know Castro for and what I remember him for, is the soul he has in his voice. Castro is a very jovial person, a very humble person, a down-to-earth person. He's a music icon. He's lovable by everybody.
Do you believe he's dead, or you believe he will come back to us?
It's a no-brainer. I believe he's dead. I think that it's very difficult for the family to come to that conclusion. I understand his loved ones are finding it very difficult to accept that. But I don't think Castro is hiding anywhere, like people are saying. I don't think he's intentionally eluding us. I think that it's a shame. The estuary is a death area. It happens to a lot of people, and the fact that his body is not found doesn't mean he may not be dead. It only means that it's washed to sea, and probably speaking, fish food, so to speak. And it's a shame, but I think that it's only right if we celebrate him properly with a memorial to get people to remember him in a good light.
How are you handling your own grief a year after the hitmaker's disappearance?
1 year since Castro disappeared. Can you tell us your fond memories about him?
I miss his tracks and his voice, his nice voice. At least if he were to be alive, he would have given us a new track for us to enjoy his song. And we are just praying that he come back soon.
Since the body has not been found, I think he may be somewhere, and we should keep on hoping that we may find him. But we miss him a lot, and we are praying that we are going to see him very soon.
I don't believe in his dead. I think he's alive, because if someone is dead, we should see the body to bury or something. So maybe in some years to come he will appear.
But do you have any memories of him? Maybe his songs or anything?
Yeah, there's very Adona song, and I like that one. So
okay, my fond memories about him was in the VGMA, the one he performed with Tiffany. It was the greatest performance ever. And then I still believe he's alive, because we've not seen his dead bodies.
I seem to be a good musician. I like his songs. And basically, his style of music was very good. That's what I remember about him. After the contest, some girl there should be carpenter.
I still believe that he's not missing. He's still alive. That's his tracks and his dancing. I mean, that sell and those stuff.
I have a couple of people remembering Castro via WhatsApp. Let's read that. This is Eben from Nkoko. Says, I think Castro will forever be remembered for his good tunes. And then this says, Castro was a great person and a very good musician. I loved his music. Ghana will truly miss this man. And it's from Nana Bwahen from Koforidria. You can keep your messages coming in via the WhatsApp line. We'll be hitting Facebook in a while, but in the meantime, here are some compilations of some of Castro's greatest hits.
Na me mudi anwashi Shame budi me buda diem na me mudi emodene Shame fide man doziyoma kame ni mi emode budo ya na nyame na bechere me ne wo ba gura kape atra wias jamanzai ya do ya na nyame na bechere me ya wo campaign atra wias jamanzai na budo ya.
So let's take a look at what you're saying on Facebook about Castro and how he'll be remembered. I have a Che Crown question saying, I think this man is dead. Oh, Derek says, it's so painful, but it's only God that knows. But to me, I don't think he's alive. But if he is, then he should come early because Ghana misses him a lot. Legend says this issue is still undefined because nobody has seen his body, not to talk of his being alive. Deborah says, I miss him. Yes, he's still alive. Daniel Duse says, what I like about Castro is his strong energy dancing moves, and I think he's still alive. Tony Dixon says, even the sharks come out once a year. Despite the fact that his body hasn't been found, he can't be under the sea for a year and still be alive. John O'Cansey believes Castro is still very much alive and he will resurface soon. Ado Darkon Samuel says, I believe he's alive until I see his corpse. And Planner says, nothing is impossible. Jokswana says, I believe Castro will come back. And Samuel Nideli says, please don't tell anyone he is here with me at Ada. Okay, I think he's a little worried there. Nolly Boy says he'll soon be back. And Kato Peter says, no, Castro is now a decaying body. Okay. Lucky Nelson, I believe God will bring him back alive. I love his songs too much. Eric Osage, that's my man under fire, but we don't know if he's underwater. Morgan Asamoah says a year now and we keep on saying he's alive. If he's alive, then where is he? And Esther Opariado, oh, I remember this day so well. Lucky Nelson is back saying he believes that God will bring him back alive. Frida really misses him, hoping he'll come back home. Roger says he wants to believe he's alive, but his common sense won't allow his emotions to think that it's impossible. Daniel says he's cool, but he hopes to see him someday. And one last is from Godfred Asare, who says Tupac was shot and killed and people were deceived that he's alive. So there we have it. Now the 16th edition of the Joy FM Beauty and Bridal Fair ended on Sunday. From invitation cards to exquisite gowns, all you need for a colorful reception and your dream honeymoon destination. Everything was on display. The highlight of this year's event was arguably the fashion show that saw professional models strutting in some of the most amazing outfits created by Ghanaian designers. There were also a few not so professional models. Take a look and see what I mean. But Charlie Alexis, those socks, how? All right, I have a message from Eugene Agwagba from Petoy who says, I think this bridal fair should be brought to my doorstep because it's the best so far. Maybe we should make it a road show. We'll see what we can do about that. I have a couple of comments coming still about Castro. Let's read a couple of those and see. This is Stefan who says that Castro is not a cold-blooded animal and so he believes he's passed on. And this one says He's missed his voice, and it's Nancy from Akachi. Now, popular reggae artist Black Rasta has resigned from Hits FM, which is part of the multimedia group. This comes after he was interrogated by Parliament over his suggestion the MPs smoke weed, which was about 2 weeks ago. The host of the taxi driver program made the announcement via his Twitter account today. Now, that message read, as you can see, just resigned from Hits FM after 8 years in action. Not being inspired anymore. Movement time. Thanks so much for the love. To Jah be the glory. Hashtag Kuchiko. He has a large following and people have already started commenting on Facebook. So let's take a look and see what they're saying. You know what? I think I will do that when we come back from the break. Well, we asked you on Facebook if you would consider using African print in your white wedding dress because of what we showed you in the Joy Bridal Fair. And these are some of the comments you put on Facebook. Prosper Achishogri said, I am an African person and I would love to be in African print. We must use made in Ghana goods. Enough of the money wasting white garment wedding cloths. God knows Billy says African print is the best and I believe that's what I will use for my wedding. Dave Wasi says, yes, I am African, and if I am not, then who should? Okay, Peter Edu says, yes, I will do. Nana Tovinia says, yes. Abeku Krento says, yes. And Nelson Nelly Young, okay, says yes too. Okay, now we can move on to the comments on Black Rasta leaving Hits FM. He left today and put the notice out there on Twitter. Let's take a look and see what he had to say, what your comments on that were. Mimi says, Black Rasta, don't let the devil manipulate you. Be bold for Hits FM. Ya wants to know why and whether or not you'll be working in any radio in Ghana. Abalte says, oh, I will actually miss Black Rasta and his program Taxi Driver. He's going with some of Hit FM listeners because a lot of people listen to him here in the north on their multi-TV decoders. Well, Taxi Driver isn't going anywhere. It's just Black Rasta who's moving on. Al Hassan says, Black Rasta, you represent the voiceless. You always speak the truth. We love you. Hakeem is wondering if it's a result of what he said on his own will. Edward says, Rasta man, never fear. Why? I will mix your program, really? Okay. Junior Gaddafi says, Black forever. Good move for the Rasta man. Eben says, oh, Black Rasta, you're breaking our hearts. Why should you go at this time? Mame Kunedu is a little sad. Says his picture reminds me of how the Adenta MP mentioned his name in his question at the Privileges Committee. Also, Master Sam. Prosper Chichogui says, why resign? Because of some small error committed. I believe if this hadn't happened, he wouldn't have come out to tell us of the resignation. And John Mensah is wondering why he parted from multimedia. Oh, okay, people are really sad that he's going. And Ahasi Yaira says, Jah be with you, thanks for your history class. And Salam has little encouragement, which is, go, go, go high, Rasta. We will follow you wherever you go sing. Okay there. So lots of love pouring out for you, Black Rasta, on Facebook. And switching over to WhatsApp, we have message from Edu Yabwa Daniel Pega who says, I love Black Rasta. And this is a question from Gloria in Takrade. The program is still on with or without him, and yes, the program still exists. Okay, John Yakubu in Kumasi says, oh, Black Rasta, why? Rasta man no check material, so forget about what happened and let life move on. Ja Rastafari. But for legalization of marijuana in Ghana, no way. All right. And why has he resigned? Is he tired of talking on radio? He'll face the law if he says the wrong thing. And it's from Eben in Nkoko. Now, people who say the wrong thing. Let's talk about that for a bit. This story actually started when the pictures began trending on social media. Never before has the battle to win a by-election been this hot. Not sure what I'm talking about? Watch this.
The Tindana is the land custodian and by tradition, the gatekeeper of the Talensi traditional area. This makes him one of the key traditional heads. A team from the New Patriotic Party, led by Ashanti Regional Chairman of the NPP, Bernard Entwibu Esiakon, popularly called Chairman Wuntumi, paid a courtesy call on the Tindana and, as tradition demanded, removed their shirts. Images of the bare-chested campaigners went viral on social media, with many commentators claiming the men had visited the shrine to obtain spiritual powers to clinch the by-election. Subsequently, some newspapers carried the photographs on their front pages, accusing the NPP of occultism. But responding to the development, the Tindana expressed regret that the visit had been misconstrued. He spoke through an interpreter.
All the political parties that they are running for this their by-election, any of them who comes here would have been welcome. But none of them came, except the MPP people who has been here to visit him. They know that there's a landlord who they call Tindana at this town or in Bari here, and they have come to greet him. And he's the sole owner who can control any visitor who comes to this Bari land. Because others know the chief and other people to go and greet. But they have taken it upon themselves to come and even recognize him and greet him. And he's even sorry that this is how the information has been carried out at the negative impact.
Well, that's it for Jay and I have Aisha back in the studio with me.
You know, one fascinating thing. When I saw that they're still looking for Castro, I asked myself, for a while, I thought, I even forgot about him. And now they've reminded me. And you know, I still don't believe this guy is dead.
What makes you think he is?
I still don't believe it.
Okay, we'll talk more about it after we see Castro one more time.
All right.
I can remove Castro because, you know, Castro is not in the water.
Castro is not in the water.
It's not in the water.
So where is he?
But I can't tell you more.
So if you are called to come and remove Castro or to look for where Castro is, can you get it for us?
No, I can't tell you more because Castro are removing what first straight. I can't tell you. Because but he didn't consult me. When you consult me, but I can tell what it is. By this safety, I didn't consult because and I hear, but he didn't consult me.
Okay, so you remember the schoolboy who went fishing with his friends, fell overboard and drowned?
And this guy performed rituals to bring him out.
And brought him out.
And he's saying that Castro is not in the water. So where is Castro?
He says he can pull him out. So maybe they should give him a chance.
Seriously,
we have comments on this issue. So let's see what people have to say. All right. So someone, this is Yara saying, were you not there when he got missing? No, he wasn't. So maybe he can try. Katie Wonder says, bring him back. Who's stopping you? Rasdonto thinks Rasta is high. Leon Ofori says, yes, high on something. Kennedy Boyson says, who's stopping him? Mimi Mims is asking, is this man for real? I guess we will only know when he goes to Ada and tries to bring Castro out.
Bring Castro out. But I think that when he brought that boy out, I mean, people started believing in him. But hey, We cannot say
he
that
can try.
also for Castro.
He can try. My name is Jennifer Jane Asante.
And my name is Aisha Ibrahim. Enjoy the rest of our programs.